Yo, how's it going everyone? Moses here, bringing you Path of Exile video guide. This time, double Rain of Arrows. One Rain of Arrow is a setup that we use with totems, range attack totems, and then the other Rain of Arrows we're self-attacking and shooting ourselves. So let's get into it. The bow that we're using is the Crimson Storm, a new bow that was introduced to the video game in the current Betrayal League. It has a veiled mod, which is not the biggest thing about it. The biggest thing about it is basically two things. Adds big physical damage against bleeding enemies, and you inflict enemies you inflict bleed on grant 60 to 100% increased flash charges. This line right here makes it basically a baby Pathfinder that just always gives us flash charges continuously, so we're never out of flasks. Yeah, let's get into the links. The self-attack Rain of Arrows we're using with Val Rain of Arrows level 21 with increased critical strikes, Physical Lightning, Concentrated Effect, Mirage Archer, and Elemental Damage Attacks. Some argument could be made for Chance to Bleed, but it's really hard to change any of these links. They're kind of like all set in place. Big more multipliers and Mirage Archer and our crit, and conversion. It's really hard to add Chance to Bleed in the setup. Although if I did have 7 links, I would use it. In the second setup, we are using range attack totems as well as multiple totems, which kind of makes the whole totem setup possible. It's a new support gem that makes us allowing us to summon 2 additional totems for supported skills, and 2 totems instead of 1 are being summoned every time we summon a totem. So it's 2, 2, 2, and total maximum is 3 because 1 plus 2, right? So range attack totem with multiple totem linked with Rain of Arrows makes for ranged attack Rain of Arrows totems, and they're linked with increased critical strikes, elemental damage attacks, and faster attacks, which makes everything so much smoother. For other links, we have blink arrow faster attacks, double link of increased duration phase run, so that we can have an increased duration phase run. Over here we got cast when damage taken, Immortal Call, and Vortex. Blood Rage is giving us attack speed, leech, and of course the frenzy charges on kill. And for reservation we're using Herald of Ash and Hatred. For our gear, most of it is self-crafted, but Lore Weave, because it's just hard to put everything instead of it. Honestly, I tried. It's just really a solid chest, kind of freaking hard to play. You know, to find anything that's even remotely better, this chest is broken. Totally needs a nerf. I wouldn't hate it if they nerfed it. But anyways, Lore Weave. These boots are crafted. Crafted those myself with enchanted fossils. Got the enchant, spammed some chaos. Eye level 86 boots, and we got these beauties with bunch of resist, life, 35 move speed, strength, and even more life. I mean, what more do you want? The belt I crafted today in the stream when we created this character. Elemental damage, increased elemental damage with attacks, tier 1 life, fire as tier 2, and crafted resistances. I would slam it, except there's really nothing to slam. Like, even if I exalt it, there's basically, what am I gonna get? +4 to energy shield or something like that, or armor. There's really no good prefix I could get, so pointless. But yeah, there is an open prefix. The amulet is nothing important or too strong, but Jorgen is in research, and eventually he's hopefully going to be level 3. And when he's level 3, we can try and make a nice talisman off of it. Right now, it just has the resistances that I need, because I did need fire resist. It has crit multi, and it has life. That's all. Crit multi, life, and fire resist, and of course the elemental damage attacks. So that. The helmet I did craft also, picked up from, period trade. Rain of Arrows damage. Helmet chant for like 40-50 chaos. Crafted these with pristine and prismatic to try and get resistances and life. That's what we got, resistance and life. That's all I wanted. And the rings, we have Mark of the Elder for 80% increased attack damage for other rings. Shaper, and this is a multi-mod ring that I picked up for 4 results with tier 1 life, you know, Assassin's Mark for the power charges, multi-mod, increased damage, all resist, and elemental damage attacks. This entire ring was only 4 results. It's kind of surprising. End of league prices, man, I'm telling you. It's kind of crazy. And Mark of the Elder Shaper Ring, as talked about. The Quiver, I think it was like 50, 60, 70 chaos, something like that. Found a really nice one, sniped it. Life resists LA damage attacks, crit multi on a global crit chance, you know, spike point arrow quiver. That's basically all you're looking for. The jewels were also crafted with fossils. And some alteration regals as well. These were crafted with fossils with physical, jagged, and you know, life pristine. This is not a particularly good jewel, but that's what I had. And you know, just a lot of elemental damage. This is, if you've watched my Scourge arrow, Scourge arrow. Doomfletch Prism Bow. A bow like that would benefit a lot from Flat Fizz to Flat Fizz to attacks, Flat Fizz to bow attacks, and that's what I tried to do here, because we're getting the Flat Fizz, adding it to the bow, and then converting and increasing it with all of the elemental damage of attacks that we have. But it's not as important in this build. Because we're not multiplying it by 3 like we do with Doomfletch Prism. Here we're just doing the whole conversion and increase like we talked about. So while it's good, a flat elemental jewels, like this one, you know, this is really good. Also fire and lightning, crit if you've killed recently. This is also pretty good right here. Cold, lightning, life, double resist. That's kind of like all we need. And we're using a Watcher's Eye with 1.8 crit chance while affected by hatred. I believe I talked about everything. Yeah, we are at Deadeye because Gathering Winds, Fast and Deadly are just insane good for any bow build. It's really hard to justify anything else for a bow build, honestly, for me at least. And Rapture makes it so that we have 75% chance to cause bleeding in total because of the bow, and 25% chance. And of course we're getting increased critical strike chance and crit multi against bleeding enemies. And Far Shot and Point Blank make sure that we have, wherever we stand, we pretty much have an increase in damage, whether it's Point Blank, at melee range, or Far Shot, as well as like Piercing doesn't work with Rain of Arrows, and doesn't, like this powerful precision node doesn't benefit us in any way, so Far Shot is the only choice that we can make for this particular build. Some more little things we have here. Lionized Fall, I don't know if you've seen this jewel before. Basically it converts all melee modifiers and transform them into bows, so that you can enjoy the claw. See, it says damage with claws, crit multi with claws. So all these claw nodes in a radius transformed into bows when you use the Lionized Fall, as well as 4 and 4 projectile damage nodes. So 3 socket investment, or 3 node investment, and then you get all these converted. It's pretty nice. A bunch of crit chance and crit multi, 45 crit multi, it's pretty big. And over here we got the Leech. So leeches life, leeches mana, and increased life leech per second. Basically, in one node, we're getting what we would have had in Vitality Void. So instead of investing 4 points into this, we're investing, you know, overall 8 points, but 4 of them are kind of like removed. So we're basically just getting, you know, a total investment of 4 points, and we're getting all that kind of stuff over here. So I think it's worth it. But yeah, outside of that, just standard bow build. I'll leave the tree. You can go through everything if you want. Crit, you know, life, just traveling through the life nodes. For the future of the character, we are currently level 90. Usually I make these build guides way earlier in the character's life. We are currently level 90, but yeah, we could pick up the bow heavy draw, the bow nodes here to increase physical damage, and we could pick up life. that's basically it. I'm not going to level this up to 100, but yeah, at level, in theory, level 96, we could have all these bow nodes and 2 more life nodes to roughly 6.2, 6.3k, 6.4k life at most with my current setup. That's basically it for the character, and now let's run a map. It's been kind of a long day, long stream. I hope I don't die. We have crit. Okay, so you know, betrayal monsters can one-shot me, 2 additional projectiles and crit. That's usually enough. Sometimes to some of these betrayal mods to just destroy me, but let's see. Let's do breaches, because why not? This is a tier 16 graveyard with a bunch of sextants. Saturated of staunching. We have that healing one. Yeah, instant healing from life, and yeah, so good stuff. So yeah, while I have you, see, we're putting the totems up, and what's happening here? Everything dies. You can kind of tell the difference between my totems, between my rain of arrows and the totem rain of arrows, because mine are green rain of arrows and the totems are golden rain of arrows. It's like the normal MTX, no, yeah, nothing modified, just the regular MTX. And you can kind of see they are destroying shit. And the damage is quite awesome, and it's super fun build, honestly, to level up. Deadeye is like so quick. I mean, it's really kind of ridiculous how quick this this character is. So yeah, I wanted to talk about, while we're here, talk about Path of Building. Perhaps I should make a separate video about Path of Building, but seriously, a lot of people ask me about Path of Building. I don't use Path of Building, okay? But if it matters to you all that much, it's very simple. All you gotta do, just my character, I'm gonna play it. You watch these videos. You know, this character, I'm going to be playing it for a few more days and regularly. Like, normally, the vast majority of my builds, unless I run out of room in the next, like, 6 months or so, you're going to be able to upload this character to POB and mess around with the numbers and do whatever it is that you're doing. I personally just don't like the whole POB concept, because a big part for me is to not know exactly what I'm going to do. And that's how I enjoy PoE. I don't know exactly what's going to happen with each and every one of my characters before I make the build. It's not fun. It takes away the mystery, you know, the adventure, the stuff that makes me enjoy this game. It just completely take it away. So I feel like, I don't know, I'm missing out on a lot when I know exactly how much shape or DPS, whatever that stat means, a build that I'm making is gonna have. Like, people ask me on stream, how much shape or DPS? I'm like, I don't know. I don't care. What difference does it make? I mean, if it makes that much of a difference, like, just upload my characters, mess around with the numbers. All I do know is that I am continuously and consistently making builds that kill Uber Elder and grind tier 16s and farming, you know, 300 to 400 delve depths. And outside of my own personal mistakes, you know, the builds are very sustainable. I don't die, and I would say that, you know, the vast majority of my builds are successful. And you know, that's all I need. That's how I enjoy the video game. But again, if you need this type of I don't know how to call it, but like, if that's like what you enjoy, like, and if this is what you enjoy and you're unable to enjoy a build without POB, just upload it, guys. My profile is public and you can do it. What killed me? I don't even know what killed me right now. I actually have no idea what it was. Maybe some additional projectiles and crit, because that's usually what would normally happen. Yeah, stuff like this kind of happen every once in a while. It's kind of a bummer it happened during the video, but I don't know, I don't care. In the end, the build is very, very strong. We're just about to level to 91. Oh man, we're like 3%. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. What can you do? It's whatever. Let's put these here and let's go back. I think, I don't know, where the syndicate? Oh, there they are. So yeah, one thing you can notice is that the syndicate actually gets wrecked. With this character, you just kind of have to move, you can't stay in place, and with this particular character it's pretty easy because you know, we're very, very quick. Gravicius removed, how about allira removed, and somebody else.
Is it really in your best interest to piss off a bloody arena?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, I mean, you see the clear. Rain of Arrows is kind of awesome, guys, and this build actually rocks. Outside of this minor hiccup we had, that I actually died, happens every once in a while in these videos, but you know, this is almost 10 a.m. and I'm after an entire night stream and on my way to bed recording this video, so mistakes happen. And also, I'm actually not sure even what killed me. Feels like I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, this is the build. Hopefully, in the next couple of days, we're going to be able to make an Uber Elder kill with this guy. I will try and level to like 93, 94. Try and pick up some more damage nodes. Potentially upgrade maybe a couple of my jewels or something, because my current jewels are, especially this one. Where is it? This one. No, not this one. Where would this one? Yeah, this one. Outside of nice life roll, it's not that amazing, you know. It just has a nice life roll, so I kept it. But we could do better, so maybe we'll upgrade that. The rest, I think, are actually quite nice. Yeah. So yeah, this was it. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to join the stream. We are on the grind every day, all day. I dwell on Twitch, and yeah, this is where I live. So you guys are always invited, alright? Make sure to say hello in the chat, and I'll see you guys on stream. Bye bye, take care.